You catch her staring. Your heart races. But wait, did you know that over 70% of men fumble this golden opportunity? Listen up, because I'm about to share the 7 deadly sins that'll turn her gaze from interested to indifferent faster than you can say hello. Picture this. You're out, feeling like $1,000,000. Suddenly, across the room, you lock eyes with her. Time seems to slow down. Your move now, my friend, could make or break this moment. It's not just about age or looks, it's about the confidence you've earned through years of experience. But here's the kicker. I'm not just going to tell you what not to do. I'm going to show you how to turn that look into a conversation she won't forget. Think about it. A single glance could be the start of something extraordinary. Are you ready to learn how to make every moment count? Are you ready for my other wisdoms I have in store for you? If you subscribe, you won't miss out. Now, let's talk about the silent killer of attraction. You know that moment when she catches your eye? Well, most men blow it right then and there. But here's the twist. It's not what you do that kills the connection. It's what you don't do. And trust me, this one simple mistake could cost you the chance of a lifetime. You see, when a woman's gaze lingers on you, it's like she's opening a door. But too many of us, in our haste or nervousness, slam that door shut without even realizing it. How? By looking away too quickly. It's a knee-jerk reaction, I know. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty, and suddenly you're acting like a deer caught in headlights. But here's the thing. That split-second decision to avert your eyes, it's screaming one thing to her: lack of confidence. And let me tell you, nothing turns a woman off faster than a man who doesn't believe in himself. You've lived, you've loved, you've conquered. So why are you shrinking away from a simple look? Now, I'm not saying you should stare her down like you're in a Wild West showdown. That's just creepy, and it's definitely not the vibe we're going for here. What I'm saying is this: when you catch her eye, hold it for a moment. Let a gentle smile play on your lips. It's a subtle dance, my friend, but one that speaks volumes. Think about it. By maintaining that brief eye contact, you're telling her, I see you, and I'm intrigued. It's an invitation, a silent hello that keeps the door wide open for further interaction. It's confident, it's mature, and it's exactly what she's looking for in a man like you. But here's where most men trip up. They panic. They start overthinking every little move, every facial expression. Should I wave? Should I walk over now? What if she's not actually looking at me? Stop. Breathe. Remember, you're the calm, collected gentleman she's noticed from across the room. Act like it. Instead of panicking, try this. After that initial eye contact and smile, go back to what you were doing. Maybe take a sip of your drink or turn slightly to survey the room. You're showing her that while you're interested, you're not desperate. You've got your own world, and you're inviting her to be curious about it. This subtle response is powerful. It keeps the ball in her court, making her wonder about you. Who is this man who can meet her gaze with such quiet confidence? What stories does he have to tell? It's this mystery, this hint of depth, that will keep her intrigued long after that initial glance. Remember, at this stage, you're not just responding to her gaze, you're inviting her into your world. And trust me, that's a world she wants to explore. You've got years of experience, a lifetime of stories, and a confidence that only comes with age. That's your superpower, gentlemen. Use it. Now, you might think you're ready to make your move, but hold on. There's a crucial moment between catching her eye and starting that conversation. A moment that can make or break your chances. And most men, they completely miss it. You see, timing is everything when it comes to approaching a woman who's shown interest. It's like a dance, and you need to know the steps. Too many men rush in like bulls in a china shop, desperate to capitalize on that initial glance. But let me tell you, that's a surefire way to come off as overeager or inexperienced. Think about it. You've caught her eye. You've held that gaze for a moment. And now, what? Well, here's where your years of experience come into play. You know that good things come to those who wait, right? The same applies here. Taking your time to approach demonstrates value. It shows her that while you're interested, you're not hanging on her every move. You're a man with his own world, and that's intriguing to her. But don't mistake this for playing hard to get. It's about finding that sweet spot between interested and aloof. You want to approach with purpose, but without seeming like you've been waiting all night for this moment. It's a delicate balance, but one that you, with your wealth of life experience, are uniquely equipped to handle. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. But what if someone else approaches her while I'm taking my time? Listen, if she's truly interested, a few minutes won't change that. In fact, it might even increase her curiosity about you. She'll wonder, who's this confident man who caught my eye but isn't rushing over? When you do decide to make your move, approach with calm assurance. Remember, you're not some nervous teenager fumbling for words. You're a man who's lived, loved, and learned. Use that to your advantage. A simple, "I think our eyes just made promises our words should keep. Care to chat over coffee?" can work wonders. It's smooth, it's confident, and it acknowledges the connection you've already established. But here's the real key. As you're walking over, maintain that air of quiet confidence. Don't second-guess yourself or start overthinking. You've faced bigger challenges than this in your life, right? This is just a conversation, an opportunity to connect with someone who's already shown interest. And let's talk about that fear of rejection for a moment. It's normal. We all feel it. But you know what? At this stage in your life, you understand that rejection isn't the end of the world. If anything, it's just redirection. So approach her with the mindset that you're simply exploring a potential connection, not staking your entire self-worth on her response. Remember, by approaching with the right timing and words, you're not just starting a conversation, you're beginning a story she'll want to be a part of. You're offering her a glimpse into a world of experience, of stories, of a life well lived. That's something unique that you bring to the table. You've lived a life full of stories, but there's one chapter you might be afraid to write. It's the story of how you overcome the very fears that are keeping you from connecting with her. What if I told you those fears are actually the key to unlocking a level of confidence she can't resist? Listen up, because this is where things get real. We're about to tackle the final 3 mistakes that could derail your chances with her. But here's the twist. These aren't just obstacles, they're opportunities to showcase the kind of confidence that only comes with age and experience. First up, let's talk about ego. You've accomplished a lot in your life, and that's something to be proud of. But here's the thing. Sometimes that very pride can hold you back from making the first move. You might think, I'm successful, I've got my life together, she should approach me. Well, let me tell you, that's a surefire way to miss out on a potentially amazing connection. Remember, taking the initiative isn't about proving yourself. It's about showing her that you're confident enough to pursue what you want. And trust me, there's nothing more attractive than a man who knows his worth but isn't afraid to put himself out there. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Fear of rejection. I know. You're thinking, at my age, shouldn't I be over this? But here's the truth. That fear never really goes away. The difference is, now you have the wisdom to handle it. Think about it. You've faced challenges in your career, in your relationships, maybe even in raising a family. Compared to all that, what's a little rejection? Use that perspective to your advantage. Approach her with the confidence of a man who knows that his value isn't determined by one interaction. Lastly, we need to talk about worrying what others might think. Social phobia can be a real barrier, especially in public settings. But here's where your age becomes your superpower. You've lived long enough to know that the world applauds success, but can be critical during struggles. So why let the opinions of strangers hold you back? When you approach her, carry yourself with the assurance of a man who's comfortable in his own skin. That kind of self-assurance is magnetic, and it's something that comes naturally with age and experience. Now, I want you to do something for me. Take a moment and think about all the experiences that have shaped you, the triumphs, the setbacks, the lessons learned. That's not baggage. That's a treasure trove of stories and insights that make you uniquely interesting. You see, when you embrace your age and experience, you're not just overcoming obstacles. You're showcasing a level of confidence that's irresistible to her. You're offering her a glimpse into a world of depth and wisdom that younger men simply can't match. So the next time you catch her staring, don't shy away. Meet her gaze with the quiet confidence of a man who's lived, learned, and has plenty more to offer. Let her see the strength that comes from overcoming real-life challenges. Show her that your age isn't a drawback, it's your greatest asset. Remember, many women find older men attractive, but only a few express their feelings openly. That's why it's crucial for you to take the initiative when she signals interest. Don't let your ego or fears hold you back. You have a wealth of experience to draw from. Use it to your advantage. Well, now let's talk about turning that glance into something more. Remember, her stare isn't just a look, it's an invitation to show her the man you've become through years of experience. You've got a lifetime of stories etched into every line on your face, every silver strand in your hair. By avoiding these 7 mistakes, you're not just responding to her gaze, you're opening the door to meaningful connections that only a man of your caliber can offer. Think about it. You've weathered storms, won battles, and shared tender moments under the moonlight. That's what sets you apart. So the next time you catch her eye, remember, you've got a lifetime of stories to share. Don't let this chapter end before it begins. It's time to write a new page in your story, one where you seize the moment with the confidence only age can bring. Don't forget to show some love with hitting the like button.